Did you know that about 1 in every 1,000 of us has SSD, which is single-sided deafness? And if you already know me, then you know at least one person. And since September is Deaf Awareness Month, and because I'm deaf in my left ear, I want to tell you what happened recently. Because whenever I buy a headset or earbuds, a small part of me feels cheated because I feel like I should only be paying half, right? And I thought, I wish there was a way to share them. Like if I knew someone who was deaf in their right ear, like maybe we could share. And the AirPods weren't cheap, so I'm pretty careful with them. Okay, not exactly careful, but it's just that actually I hardly lose anything. My glasses, my keys, my wallet, my phone, like never. I could tell you the exact position of all the leftovers in my fridge. It's just like how my brain works. So I just don't lose stuff. And do you know someone like that? Is it like an ADD thing? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you know. So like a week ago, I wanted to go for a walk and listen to some podcasts, but then I could not find my AirPods. And I knew that the last time that I used them was when there was this new Costco opening up by my house. So I thought, okay, I'm going to brave the crowds, but also like I'm going to ignore the masses of people at the same time, and I'm just going to like zone out a bit and catch up on some podcasts, right? La la la, do my shopping. And I know that I only took out my earbud, singular, to pay and to like order some food. But I put that one earbud in my pocket, it's just a habit. I always do that. And the case is always in the other pocket, and I can feel them in my pockets. Like I know that they're there. And it was only a few days later when I went out for that walk that I realized that they were gone. So I checked my pants pockets, I checked my purse, I checked my backpack where they usually are, I checked the shopping bag that I used to bring in the Costco groceries, I checked the car, even the washing machine. Nothing, they're nowhere. And of course, like panic is setting in now. So I don't know if that's ever happened to you when you lose something like that and you're like, oh, I can't find it, I've looked everywhere. Let me know in the comments if you've ever lost something kind of expensive, because I think we've all been there. And remember, this is me, like I don't lose things. So I'm like losing it. And especially because I already feel like I have to pay for an extra earbud that I don't even use. And then I remembered, I should be able to find them on my Find My app, right? Because Apple lets you locate your stuff. And it was like, it says my AirPods are at Costco. So I left them there, right? So like, I'm happy, but also a little bit frustrated. It's like, okay, I can accept that. I lost them. Maybe I was distracted or I was like having a bad brain day. I mean, it was really crowded that day. So, okay, I'll just go and pick them up. So I go to Costco, all triumphant, and I go to the lost and found, and I'm like, look, I'm showing him my app. Look, here they are. I know that the AirPods are here. And he says, well, they're not in lost and found. And I was like, oh, that was dumb. I literally just told him that there's a free pair of AirPods sitting there for him, right? But whatever, what was I going to do? Too late. So I felt like, then I felt like I had lost them twice. So I go home, and for the next few days, I keep checking the app, like, where are they? Oh, they're still in Costco. Okay, like I wasn't going to show up at the guy's house or anything, but I just kind of wanted to know where they ended up. Just curious. And I guess maybe I needed closure. But for days, they were still showing up on the app as being at Costco still. So I'm thinking, what, did they fall out of my pocket and they're like next to the frozen strawberries? Or did they kind of get kicked under some shelf in like aisle 312, you know? They're just lost in Costco. So now I'm feeling even worse, if you can imagine that. Because, you know, at least if the guy took them, somebody could be getting use out of them. And I say them, plural, because he probably has like 2 functioning ears, you know, statistically speaking. So now I'm like, okay, maybe my AirPods are just gonna live in Costco forever, you know, or at least until the battery dies and I can't locate them anymore. And I finally come to terms with losing my beloved AirPods about a week later. But then I was at a coffee shop with my friend and I said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And she was just kidding around and she said she was going to go through my bag looking for incriminating evidence. And I was like, all right, but you know, that kind of stuff's in the freezer or buried in the garden anyways. So I come back and what is in her hand but my AirPods case with both earbuds. And I think it is the only time in my life when my jaw literally dropped. And like when people can't complete a sentence, like that was me. I was like, but where, how? Like I could not even create a sentence. And of course she had known the whole story because basically I told everybody I know how heartbroken I was and how confused I was and how could this happen. But there they were in my backpack in the same pocket that they always are in. So I ask you, how is that? What happened? I mean, I'm telling this story and I don't even know what the lesson is here. Is it to trust yourself and trust your instincts? Because I think my habits are so subconscious now, I just couldn't believe I had lost them in the first place. And I must have come home from Costco, put them back in their original place, just completely on autopilot. And even now, I have a hard time believing that the app was wrong. But then I doubt myself, thinking, well, why couldn't the app just have been wrong? Maybe it wasn't updated or something, I don't know. Is the lesson to be more trusting of other people? Because here I am assuming this guy in the Lost and Found was like, score, I just got some new AirPods. And I just, at that time, trusted the app over him. I don't know, is there another explanation? Tell me in the comments what you would have thought if you were me, or what you think I should learn from this. But if you want to hear more of my short stories, the best thing to do is join my community, because I have this behind the scenes channel so that you can get to know me a little bit better. And also I have a monthly masterclass that's just for members, and it's free to be a member. So if you love sharing about languages and culture and you want to meet new people, the link is down in the description. It's free, so why not see if we're your people? And if not, no biggie. But hopefully I'll see you in the community. And if you want to hear another little story, check out the one about how I found out that I had a brain tumor.